afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for coming along today. Sorry for the delay in starting. As you know, this is to promote the WBO World Light Heavyweight Championship between the champion on the right, Nathan Cleverly, and make the second defence of his title against the gentleman on the left, Tony Bellew, who you all know it's a massive fight. It's been building up for a few years now, so we're delighted to put it on Liverpool Echo Arena Saturday the 15th of October. So the ticket's going really well, very fast, so it's going to be a good night at the Echo Arena. We've also brought along a gentleman on the far left, Lewis Rees. He's going to be boxing at the Liverpool Olympia this Saturday, so we brought him along just to, if you guys can get a bit of coverage for this Saturday. So Lewis is available for questions on that as well. But for the main event, so as you know, as I just said, it's a big fight. Both guys are really up for it, and I'm sure you're going to see explosions on the night. I'll ask the gentleman to say a few words first, and then we'll open the floor for questions. So starting off with Vince Cleverly, Nathan's trainer.
What's that now?
Say a few words?
Yeah, I think Nathan's got a lot of respect for Tony Bellew. Tony's a very good boxer indeed, and it's going to be a good fight. But I think at the end of the day, class is going to show through. And I think Nathan will win by stoppage, early rounds.
Yeah, basically, add into that. It's going to be a good fight, interesting fight. A fight that people want to see really. Since the press conference months ago in London. I just think, obviously I've got to go to Liverpool, but I haven't got to, but I've decided to go to Liverpool to take the fight on. I've got no issue with that really. At the end of the day, it's a boxing ring. Same fighter, same opponent, same result. Nathan Cleverly victory within the distance, definitely. 100%.
We'll see. October the 15th, I've got what I want. I've got it where I wanted it, and I've got what I wanted it for. October the 15th, we'll see. Can't wait.
Tony, do you think you would have taken the fight if it was elsewhere? Do you think if the fight was anywhere else?
I was willing to go to London on 24 hours notice. Sat in the sauna for 2.5 hours after losing £16.
Yeah, well, you didn't make the weight, so
do you think it's going to bother me where I go? I don't care where I go. It's coming to where I want it. It's happening where I want it, and it's happening for what I want it for.
Okay.
That's all that matters to me. I would have took a 24 hours notice, 24 months, 24 weeks, 24 days. Any way you want to dress it up, I'd took it, mate. It really didn't bother me.
Thank you.
Tony, Nathan's and his father has said some nice things about you just there, and said you're a fighter that they respect. Do you respect Nathan as the stuff that's gone before? Has that been a bit pantomime to sell the fight, or do you really think those things are there?
Listen, at the end of the day, he does what I do, he trains, and he does an awful lot of good things. I respect him as a person. He's a nice kid, well educated. He's a good fighter. He comes, if you let him do what he does, which is bully fighters and come forward, he looks $1 million. He's fantastic on the front foot. He's got really fast hands. And as far as his dad, he's doing a good job with him. He's gone from Enzo Calzaghe and he's improved. So, you know, the proof's in the pudding. Well, October the 15th, I've got to do what I do, and it's not about what we say here that matters. It doesn't matter what we say here. It doesn't matter what we say the day before. All that matters is October the 15th and what gets done then. It doesn't matter what I say, all is about is what I do.
Nathan, in the run-up to the fight, a lot of heated words have been exchanged between the pair of you. Would you say that the arguments have gotten to you at all?
No, not really. I think it's part of the business. And you've got to accept people for the character they are. And obviously, Tony went his way about, talking his way into the fight. And this is boxing. This is what people do. This is what fighters do. There's some go about it silently, and some go about their business loudly. But that's just different characters. I think it's definitely made this fight interesting. People want to see the fight now. It's a grudge match. rivalry. And you know, I've got no issue with what's been said. I understand this is boxing, this is the business. So at the end of the day, that's why I'm going to Liverpool to defend my world title. Because I know regardless what goes on outside the ring, it only matters as soon as that first bell goes. And like 22 of my other opponents, you know, I'm undefeated. I'm going to remain undefeated because I'm a winner.
Nate, does Tony deserve a world title fight?
No, he doesn't. You know, obviously to get into position to fight for the world title, I had to do an eliminator and then box for the interim title and box for the European title. So he's definitely took, you know, he's definitely got the fight before he deserves it. But it's, you know, I suppose in a way it makes sense because it's two British guys under the same promotional camp. It's generated interest. So from a business point of view, it makes sense. The fight makes sense, and to be a world champion, which obviously I am now, and I want to prove that I'm world champion and a worthy world champion. To do that, I've got to be prepared to beat whoever's put in front of me. You know, and if I didn't win the fight, then I don't deserve to be world champion. You know, and I'm prepared to take on these guys and prove that I'm number one. I've got no issue with that.
Nathan, would you accept that the fight being in Liverpool is a big advantage to your opponent?
I think it can be a disadvantage, definitely. You know, because every time I fight on my home turf, there is a lot more pressure. Definitely, you know, that's why my last 10 fights have been away, and I've put on the best performances of my life, because I can just go out and perform to the way I want with no pressure, no expectations. But he's got 10,000, as he says, 10,000 people behind him apparently. It's not going to be that many behind him. You know, there's going to be a lot of the crowd behind me as well, because they like me. But he's going to have a lot of pressure on him. You know, he's opened his mouth. He's got to perform now, and he's under pressure. And he's going to crack. He's already cracking.
You cracking, Tony?
Do I look like I'm cracking? Do I look like I'm cracking? I walk in this place, mate, it's my room. That belt's just on lease, mate, that's all. Just on lease. You can say 10,000 scousers, say whatever you want, but the crowd don't get in the ring with me. But at the end of the day, you'll see. Come fight night, we'll all see. We will see. I'm not cracking for nothing, I ain't moving for no one. Come 15, we'll see.
Tony, do you think that, in fact, talking it up, you're deliberately putting a little extra pressure on you because it G's you up and it...
To be honest, there's no pressure on me. Go on the bookies. The bookies doesn't tell lies. I'm the underdog. The underdog just happens to be that I can sell 10,000 tickets in an arena in a city that loves me. You know why they love me? Because there's 10,000 people who relate to me. I've come from nothing. I've got nothing. And that's what they relate to. I'm the same as every cab driver out on the street, every person working behind the bar in the restaurant. That's me. And that's why they're going to come in the thousands, and that's why they're going to scream for me until I've got no voice left. But all that matters is what I'm going to do. Keep saying it. It doesn't matter what I say. All that matters is what I do. Come the 15th. That's mine. That lovely belt there, it's coming with me.
If you're the underdog of the book, there's always fans who will be putting their money on you, which is another little burden for you to carry.
I don't feel pressure like that, to be totally honest. I've been reconstructed and brought round to a different way of thinking in the last 8 months. So, you know, nothing really bothers me. I've always been a mentally strong kid. I've been through lots of things in my life that make me mentally strong and mentally tough. So nothing really bothers me. And as for pressure, it's another fight. It's another fight. It just happens to be, for me, this is a big domestic fight. It just happens that belt's been tossed in, and we're lucky because I don't think either of us are ready for the top two in the world. But, you know, it's going to be a great fight. I believe I'm at the level he's at, and I believe that most people also think that because I'm better than Najib Mohammed, we all know that. I've got more variety than Carl Morat, and I'm stronger than him. So my flushes are better than the fighters that he's beat. So, you know, I believe I'm the best fighter he's fought, and I'll go without question say he's the best fighter I've fought. At the end of the day, we'll see on the 15th.
Nice. Is Tony the best fighter you fought, in your opinion?
They all got their different strengths. Obviously in the last 8 fights, or the last 10 fights, every fight has been a title fight for me. It's been a championship fight. And each opponent comes with their own strengths, really. Some are good boxers, some are good fighters. Some, you know, take good punches and not, you know, go on their backside. And some can't take, you know, as soon as they take a good punch, they end up on their backside. And you know, Tony's been down before on the canvas 3 times. So, and that's at British level. So realistically, I got to look at that and think, if he's being put down at that level, then, you know, there's a problem. You know, that world-class guys don't go down like that at that level. So, you know, when you look at Mohammedi, he was, well, you know, ranked top 10 in the WBO, and you can see that, you know, he had something about him. Murat in his own right, very static, but he was strong, very compact, and he breaks people down. So they've all got their strengths, but Tony thinks he's got his strengths. You know, he's got a reputation as a big puncher. Probably so, but you know, we'll soon see on Fight Night. I've got no issue with taking a good shot. You know, I've never been put down in my life, including sparring. You know, from when I started boxing at 11 years of age, and I can't see nothing changing.
Is it fair to say you guys have been told to calm things down a bit?
No, it is what it is. As for Mohammedi being world class, he was that world class. He got cleaned out in 1 round. That the guy that Danny McIntosh got cleaned out, so that was a good one. And as for Carl Morat, basically the guy stayed in Germany his whole career. He comes out and then gets punched everywhere. I've seen a punch bag put up better resistance than what Carl Morat put up. So that's what I think about them too. And then if we go on, as I say, you could go on and on and on. Antonio Brancaleon goes for the European title. The guy's been cleaned out in 1 round off the Egan Brain. So listen, the two of us in my eyes have really fought. No one can really match us. I've been on the floor. I couldn't care less about being on the floor. I was on the floor legitimately off a guy that was banging out cruiserweights. He's the only prize fighter who walks the whole prize fighter tournament, and then no one wants to fight him. Still, everybody who wins prize fighter, they match the title straight away. Gavin Rees wins prize fighter, he's got a European title, he moves on, he does good things. Everybody who wins prize fighter gets to fight another big fight or gets good fights. Over Mackenzie wins prize fighter, and guess what? No one wants to touch him. No one wants to go near him. But me, I fight him not just once, twice. I beat him once. Everyone says, oh, it's a war, it's this, it's that. I'll go in with him again, and people on Sky Sports, Nathan included, it's a 50-50 fight. It could go either way. Just made a fool of the guy, didn't touch me. He couldn't lay a glove on me. Simple as that. He doesn't know whether I'm going to box, whether I'm going to fight, whether I'm going to move. He can't say, well, I know what he's going to do. Because he's shown me in 22 fights. He's going to come right at me, and he's going to meet me head on. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Exactly. Nail on the head. Now, does he not do, but do you know what I'm going to do? You've got a 3-day shot to your face. But does anybody know what I'm going to do?
Well, you're going to have to stop talking. And
does anybody know what I'm going to do?
You talk enough, but you're going to have to fight this time.
Listen, that's your opinion. I've got an opinion that you look like the fat controller, but I don't see you going on.
Well, all allowed an opinion, isn't it?
Listen, we can't all be perfect, can we? We can't all be perfect, mate.
At least I turned up on time. You know,
we can't all, listen, you've got an opinion, I've got one. But we can't, listen, we can't all be perfect, my friend. We can't all be perfect. I might talk, but listen, at the end of the day, I'm still willing, October the 15th, to get in the ring. I'm going to get in the ring. The talking will stop then.
Oh, you're getting in the ring. It's how you're leaving the ring then.
I'm going to get in the ring, mate.
I'm not taking things personal, stuff like that.
One day, if you could experience
I'm not taking
what I'm
anything
going to
personal.
experience, come the 15th, we'll see, mate.
It's called banter, nothing serious.
Listen, I appreciate your opinion. Listen, I am happy. I appreciate your opinion, mate.
And I appreciate yours and I respect
fantastic.
yours.
It's fantastic. October 15th, you're going to get what you want to see. All I can say is I'm being written off. Doubters keep doubting, keep writing me off. But when it happens, what I think is going to happen, just give me my props. Give me the respect I deserve. That's all I want. Give me the respect I deserve.
Why didn't you come through the crowd on Nathan's support?
Because the man to my right directed me to here. I'll walk right outside. I mean, this ain't no motherfucker gonna do nothing to me. Get that straight. Listen, I'll walk right through every one of you, so don't ever try to intimidate me. Just remember, right, I come from a city, mate. I'll walk right out there, mate. You understand? Watch me walk. I'll walk right out there, and not one of you is gonna say nothing or do anything, because that's what I'm about.
How come Nathan's supporters couldn't come into this crowd?
I was happy to walk through. You just asked me a question. Why didn't I walk through the front? I told you, the man direct. I don't know where the room is. I've never been here in my life. I'm going to walk right back out that way. I've just gone to the toilet. I've just walked right past people and gone to the toilet. I can't understand what that question's about.
Right, well, it's just
Sorry, just a legitimate boxing questions, please. That's it. Is there any more further questions for the top table?
When it's all done,
I've got respect for him before it happens to my meeting. I've got respect for him. I'm not a degenerate, I'm a nice person. If you get to know me, I'm a decent man. But understand this, I've got respect for him. The kid is an intelligent lad, comes from a nice place. I've got respect for him. I'll shake his hand. Before, after, that's not what it's about. All that matters is October the 15th. Once that's done, it's over. What's done's done. And regardless of results, I will walk over, shake his hand. If it happens to me, I have to raise it, I'll raise it for him myself. I'm a man at the end of the day. I'm a man with 2 kids and a man who's got respect for himself and who knows his place. There's always going to be respect there, no matter what.
And that's the way it should be, isn't it?
Without doubt, I agree 100%.
It's going to be a good fight. I think everybody's going to enjoy the fight. I think it's going to be a classic. I think you're going to see Nathan the best he's ever been. He's really up for this fight. He's never trained so hard. He's got a one-track mind on beating Tony Bellew. We've watched Tony Bellew for the last 16 fights. I don't think Nathan's worried at all about what Tony Bellew got in his armoury. Nathan got answers to anything that Tony Bellew can throw in, complete answers. I think Tony's going to taste his first defeat as a professional. I do think he'll get stopped on Cardiff, badly. If there's not a stoppage, Tony's face will be so marked that he'll have to stop the fight. Definitely. 100%. I think stoppage will be the last 10 fights.
I'm not bad looking now, I'm hoping he's wrong. I'm also wasn't.
And the gentleman on the far left at the end there, Lewis Rees, he's on the Liverpool Olympia this Saturday. He's got Jay Morris, so he's trained by Gary Lockett, and got high hopes for Lewis.
A fantastic prospect.
He's coming along.
Lewis, there's probably quite a lot of people here, obviously not from South Wales, who don't know your story. Can you tell us a bit about your background and obviously your training with Gary?
Yeah, well, this is my second fight. As you know, I stopped Sidney Grant in my first fight, the second round. Stoppage, so I was happy with that. Before that, I was 4 Nations, double champion, West champion since I was the age of 13, senior West champion. I was in the Olympic squad for 4 years. I trained with the likes of Frankie Gavin. I sparred Frankie Gavin. I know how good he is. I know what level he's fighting at, and I'd like to move up quickly.
Hopefully one day he'll find himself where Nathan's sitting now, so he's the next one on the production line.
Just off Richard said that, I think his first fight is a fantastic result, so props for that.
The guy you're fighting now on Saturday night, obviously we don't know much about the opponent you're fighting. Can you say a bit about him?
I know he's a tough boy. He's a bit bigger than Simazak, so I know he's going to come and have a go. So I'm looking forward to it. I know what I've got to do. So I'm training hard with Jim and Gary, sparring Gavin East, like I've done 8 months of sparring with him, and they're right. So I'm looking forward to it.
Best of luck.
Okay, any more questions for the top table? Can I trust you to do a head-to-head picture?